I've been through your interview and all of this, and I hear an awful lot of criticism.
No, I'm very grateful for
You don't sound grateful from what I'm reading in here of you saying things. And what's more, it seemed like you were not compliant while she was there with their request and afterwards.
Oh, I was. My expectations were higher than what they should have been for the help.
Well, let's talk about that, because there's a prognosis for this kind of thing. If you're dealing with a schizophrenia spectrum, anywhere on this spectrum of schizophrenia, 25% tend to improve within 6 months to 2 years with treatment. Another 35 to 40% after longer term treatment. 80% of clients relapse within 1 year if their meds are stopped. And the prognosis improves with psychotherapy, meds, family education, and family therapy. So this is a management situation.
Okay.
It's not a cure and fix. That's why I say I don't ever drop my end of the rope. I realize this is a management situation. So talk to me about what you're seeing on the board here versus your expectations.
I guess my expectations were that she would have been there longer, getting more treatment, and that there would have been an aftercare, plan set up when she was discharged, and that there was going to be family counseling while she was there.
Okay, let's talk about that, because that's exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened. All of this was part of the treatment protocol, but she refused to participate in much of that. And one of the things that was noted is that you repeatedly struggled with taking treatment recommendations, primarily in the area of setting up boundaries and talking to her.
I did not call her at all. She called me all the time.
Did you take those calls?
Yes, but I was never told not to take a phone call.
Nobody ever talked to you about setting boundaries concerning your contact with her?
Yes, she did say that at certain points when it was upsetting me about Haley talking about coming home, and she said, talk through Annie.
But you kept talking to Haley?
There was two incidences that I did, yes.
And when it came to case management, after the fact, you were not cooperative in that regard either. There was an aftercare program set up. And when that bed filled, nobody told us, nobody told them, and this psychiatrist that you selected to take her to spent 20 minutes with her.
Oh, they spent longer than 20 minutes,
How
but
long?
within the first, about 45 minutes, almost an hour.
Okay.
But
all right,
within
an
the
hour.
first
You told us 20 minutes.
Within the 20 minutes we were there, they were trying to re-diagnose her, yes.
And changed her medications.
Yes.
And when that happened, she started going back downhill. So we have a treatment team at Creative Care that has spent 60 days living with her and set up a medication regimen.
Yep.
And you take her to someone that spends 20 minutes with her and says, yeah, I'm going to change all of that. Well, you're knitting your brow, and if you want to go into this in grave detail, we can go into it in grave detail.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Well, you're knitting your brow like you want to argue, so let's just get after it, because if you want to argue, then let's argue.
No.
Because we spent 2 months working our fingers to the bone, and then you say, well, I thought they were going to have something set up, and I didn't feel like, really?
I tried to encourage Haley on the phone to.
That's not encouragement if the treatment team tells you to zip it and let them handle that. You didn't respect boundaries in interacting with her while she was there.
Well, I didn't see it. I didn't realize, and I didn't see it that way, and I'm sorry.